Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, before your feet even touch the floor, your hand reaches for your phone, one notification, then another, then a reel, then another reel, and suddenly your mind is no longer yours. Before the day has even started, your peace has already been stolen. Now imagine a Roman emperor watching this happen, a man who ruled one of the greatest empires in history, a man surrounded by war, politics, betrayal, pressure, chaos, and death, yet somehow remained calm, disciplined, and mentally unshaken. That man was Marcus Aurelius. And if Marcus Aurelius were alive today, he would probably delete every social media app on your phone. Not because technology is evil, not because entertainment is bad, but because he understood something most people still don't. Whatever controls your attention controls your life. And today, your attention is under attack every single second. This video is not about becoming a monk. It's not about throwing your phone away. It's about understanding why your mind feels tired, distracted, anxious, insecure, angry, addicted, and empty, even when your life looks completely normal. Because Marcus Aurelius warned humanity about this problem nearly 2,000 years ago. We just changed the form of the distraction. Back then, it was gossip, public approval, and political drama. Today, it's likes, followers, notifications, trends, short videos, fake lifestyles, endless comparison, and the addiction to being seen. Different tools, same human weakness. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." But social media has flipped that completely upside down. Now, outside events control your mood every hour. One bad comment ruins your day. One person's success makes you feel behind. One viral video changes your confidence. One comparison destroys your self worth. You don't even realize it's happening. That's the dangerous part. Social media doesn't usually destroy people loudly, it destroys them silently. Silently shortening attention spans, silently weakening discipline, silently increasing insecurity, silently making people addicted to validation. And Marcus Aurelius would recognize this instantly because Stoicism teaches one core principle: if you cannot sit alone with your own thoughts, you're not free. Think about that. Most people today cannot even stand in a line without checking their phone, cannot eat without watching something, cannot walk without headphones, cannot sleep without scrolling, cannot think without distraction. Silence has become uncomfortable because people are running from themselves. Marcus Aurelius spent time every single day reflecting on his own mind. That's literally what his book Meditations was: private thoughts written to himself. Not for fame, not for likes, not for followers, just self improvement. Meanwhile, today, people record everything except their own thoughts. We document our lives more than we actually live them. And the scary part? Modern apps are specifically designed to keep you emotionally reactive. Every notification is engineered to trigger dopamine. Every swipe is designed to keep you scrolling longer. Every algorithm studies your weaknesses better than you study yourself. Marcus Aurelius would look at this and ask one simple question: if your mind can be controlled this easily, are you truly living by choice? Because Stoicism is about mastery over yourself, not mastery over others, not fame, not status, yourself. But social media profits from the exact opposite. It wants impulsive people, emotionally reactive people, distracted people, insecure people. Because calm people don't scroll endlessly, disciplined people don't get manipulated easily, people with purpose don't waste 5 hours comparing their lives to strangers online. That's why your phone often leaves you feeling empty instead of fulfilled, because your brain was never meant to consume the emotions, opinions, lifestyles, drama, success, beauty standards, politics, tragedies, jokes, and controversies of millions of people every single day. Marcus Aurelius understood the importance of protecting the mind. Today, people protect their passwords more than their peace. And let's talk about comparison. One of the biggest psychological traps of social media: you open your phone feeling normal, then suddenly everyone looks richer than you, happier than you, better looking than you, more successful than you. And even when you logically know it's fake, emotionally it still affects you. Marcus Aurelius warned against this exact mindset. He believed that happiness comes from living according to your own values, not from competing with others. But social media turns life into a nonstop competition. Who looks better? Who earns more? Who travels more? Who gets more attention? Who goes viral? People no longer ask, am I improving? Now they ask, am I doing better than everyone else? That mindset destroys inner peace because there will always be someone richer, more attractive, more talented, more famous. If your happiness depends on being above others, you will never feel enough. And Marcus Aurelius knew this. He was literally the emperor of Rome, one of the most powerful men alive, yet he constantly reminded himself that fame means nothing. Think about that carefully. A man who had actual power understood the emptiness of public approval. While modern people sacrifice mental health for internet attention from strangers, that's how powerful the trap has become. And another reason Marcus Aurelius would delete your social media apps is this: they are stealing your ability to focus deeply. Stoicism values clarity, presence, awareness, but today's digital world trains the opposite: shorter attention spans, constant stimulation, mental restlessness. People can watch 200 short videos in one night, but cannot focus on one important task for 20 minutes. That's not laziness, that's conditioning. Your brain adapts to what you repeatedly consume. If you constantly feed it distraction, speed, noise, outrage, and overstimulation, peace begins to feel boring. And that is terrifying because the ability to focus is becoming rare. Marcus Aurelius spent years leading armies, solving political crises, making life changing decisions, and writing philosophical reflections. Imagine trying to do that with modern notification addiction. Most people today are mentally exhausted not because life is harder, but because their minds never rest. There is always something entering the brain, always noise, always stimulation, always scrolling. Even moments that should feel peaceful are interrupted by the urge to check the phone. That urge is not accidental, it's addiction. And Stoicism is fundamentally against slavery to impulses. Marcus Aurelius believed a wise person should not be controlled by cravings, emotions, fear, or pleasure. But today, millions of people are emotionally controlled by an app icon. That would horrify him. And let's be honest about something else. Social media also rewards fake identities. People carefully build versions of themselves designed for attention: filtered faces, fake confidence, pretend lifestyles, performative happiness. And after doing this long enough, people stop knowing who they actually are. Stoicism teaches authenticity, to live honestly, to act according to virtue, even when nobody is watching. But online culture often encourages performance over character. People care more about appearing successful than becoming disciplined, more about looking confident than developing courage, more about motivational quotes than actual self control. Marcus Aurelius would say, stop performing wisdom, start practicing it. Because real strength is invisible. Nobody sees the discipline it takes to wake up early, to stay calm during stress, to control anger, to avoid distraction, to improve yourself quietly. But that's where true power comes from, not from appearing important online. And here's something most people don't realize: social media also weakens gratitude because it constantly reminds you of what you don't have. You could have a roof over your head, food, family, health, opportunity, but after 5 minutes online, suddenly your own life feels insufficient. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Marcus Aurelius practiced gratitude constantly. He reminded himself that life is temporary, that every day is a gift, that humans waste too much time complaining instead of appreciating. Meanwhile, today, people scroll through luxury lifestyles while ignoring the blessings already around them. That mindset creates endless dissatisfaction, and dissatisfaction is profitable. because insecure people buy more things, consume more content, seek more validation. A peaceful person is hard to manipulate. That's why inner peace is revolutionary in today's world. And maybe the biggest reason Marcus Aurelius would delete social media apps is because they distract people from mortality. Stoicism constantly reminds us you are going to die, not to create fear, but to create urgency. Marcus Aurelius reflected on death often because it made him value time. Today, people waste years scrolling without realizing life is disappearing quietly in the background. Hours become days, days become years, and suddenly people wake up feeling like life moved too fast because attention determines experience. What you give your attention to becomes your life.